Oh my god, I'm so glad to be recording this video. It's a book haul. Um, so I went to the thrift store and I was like looking for books and I was crossing my fingers and I came across a pile. I want to disclose what they are. A pile of kitties. They're really big. They were so heavy. And I was like looking through the other ones. I was holding on to them for dear life. The gem of the haul is City of Bones. I got it for $2.99. So okay, so I got it for $2.99 and it says, I think everyone knows what City of Bones is about, but it's the first book. And it says, when Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by 3 teenagers covered with odd markings. This is Clary's first meeting with the Shadow Hunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons and keeping the odd werewolves and vampires in line. It's also her first meeting with gorgeous golden-haired Jace. Within 24 hours, Clary is pulled into Jace's world with a vengeance when her mother disappears and Clary herself is attacked by a demon. But why would demons be interested in an ordinary mundane like Clary? And how did she suddenly get the sight? The Shadow Hunters would like to know. So this is the first book of the Shadow Hunters, or Cassandra Clare. I started watching the show and I was like, oh my god, I want the book. And then when I found the book at the thrift store, it was the first one, so I need to get the other ones. But yeah, I'm happy about this one. Next up is this book by Ted Decker. It's 2 books in one. This was originally $20 at Borders, and I got it for $3.99. And it's the book called 3 and Obsessed. So 3 is, enter a world where nothing is what it seems. Kevin Parsons is alone in his car when his cell phone rings. A man calling himself Slater offers a deadly ultimatum. You have exactly 3 minutes to confess your sin to the world. Refuse, and the car you're driving will blow sky high. Then the phone goes dead. Precisely 3 minutes later, a massive explosion sets his world on a collision course with madness. And that's only the first move in the deadly game. That's the first book. The second one is Obsessed. I looked them up on Goodreads when I was like looking through the books at the thrift shop, and I was like, okay, this one had almost 4 stars and this one had like 3.8. Obsessed. A deadly tale of ultimate obsession. Stephen Friedman is making a good living in good times. He's just an ordinary guy, or so he thinks. But one day, an extraordinary piece of information tells him differently. It's a clue from the grave of a Holocaust survivor. A clue that makes him heir to an incredible fortune. A clue that only he and one other man can possibly understand. That man is Roth Braun, a serial killer who has been waiting for Steven for 30 years. Roth has stopped once before. This time, nothing will get in his way. When I read that, I was like, oh my god, why does that sound like something I would love? Like, I am a big suspense, thriller junkie. Like, those are the books that I'm drawn to. FYI. And I like books have to do with vampires and witches. Okay, the next one is The Chemist. It was $2.99, and the desk jacket says, in this gripping page turner, an ex-agent on the run from her former employees must take one more case to clear her name and save her life. So basically, she used to work for the government in a secret, like, kind of like FBI-ish, CIA covert operations type thing, and they're looking to kill her because she knows something that they don't want her to know, because they could blow the lid on something, whatever the case may be. And this is like right up my alley. I like books like this too. They had so many James Patterson and I was like, oh my god, I love James Patterson. But you know, I'm gonna collect those books later on. And then I got The Drifter by Nicholas Petrie. Oh, The Chemist is by Stephanie Meyer. 3 and Obsessed is by Ted Decker. And then The Drifter is by Nicholas Petrie. This book had like almost 4 stars also in Goodreads. And it says, Peter Ash came home from the war in Iraq and Afghanistan with only one souvenir. What he calls his white static, a crackling claustrophobia from post-traumatic stress that has driven him into the mountains to sleep under the stars. But when a friend from the Marines commits suicide, Peter returns to civilization to help the man's widow with some home repairs. Under her dilapidated porch, he finds more than he bargains for. The largest, ugliest, meanest dog he's ever encountered, and a Samsonite suitcase stuffed with cash and explosive. As Peter begins to investigate this unexpected discovery, he finds himself at the center of a plot that is far larger than he could have imagined, and it may lead straight back to the world he thought he left for good. And it says, a relentless page turner with nail-body tension and complex characters who leap off the page. The Drifter remarks the arrival of a stunning new voice in crime fiction. So yeah, this one is how long? Yeah, over 300 pages. It's gonna be really interesting to read this one. So yeah, that's my book haul. Fun, right? Fun things. Let me know if you read any of these books. Leave a comment and a like, and see you guys later. Bye.